Salman, did Pacquiao make the right decision joining Al Haymon? Do you think it was a right decision from the Filipino legend in Manny Pacquiao to join Al Haymon and leave Bob Arum?
To be honest, yeah, because most of the welterweights are with Al Haymon, so it's a lot easier for him then to fight them, because you have to realize Bob Arum, it's when you're with a different promoter, it's very hard to make those fights. You see, like with how it's happening versus like with Terence Crawford. That's why Pacquiao came with Al Haymon, because now he knows he's got the Spence, Keith Thurman fight, Sean Porter. What's his other name? That Sean Porter's fight, Ugas. Al Haymon can get on with Eddie Hearn as well. It's a lot easier, you see, to make those fights that obviously Pacquiao's going to want with Floyd Mayweather as well. To be honest, I think Manny Pacquiao should forget about Floyd Mayweather. I think it should just be a case where if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, there's always other better. There's always, he's got loads of people to fight. I don't know about this, but I would love to see a Pacquiao Canelo fight at 154. But if that happens, I don't know. But I think there's brilliant fights.
It's not going to happen.
I think with Al Haymon, there's brilliant fights for Manny Pacquiao if he does come through Adrian Broner. If he loses against Adrian Broner, I think Pacquiao's fighting until he loses now. Because you've got to realise if he loses, there's nowhere really for him to go then after, unless he just wants to fight for money, of course. Because you've got to realise he's got so much on his plate already. If he beats Broner, then he can potentially fight for another world title. He's a WBO champion, right?
Who?
Pacquiao.
No, he's not. He's a regular WBA champion.
Oh, so he's a WBA champion.
Regular. He's not a legitimate world champion.
All right, okay.
Keith Thurman holds that belt.
All right, okay. So if he beats Broner, then I reckon he'd fight maybe a Keith Thurman or a Spence. And he said he wanted those fights as well. But whether he'll beat those guys, we'll have to wait and see. But you got to realize Pacquiao's a good, tough opponent. He's gonna be easy for none of those guys. And I don't think unless those guys land a good shot on him, they're gonna knock him out that easily. I think he gives up, because you got to realize those type of fighters play into Manny Pacquiao's hands, like Keith Thurman and etc. Because they're fighters. You got to realize Pacquiao struggles when it comes to boxers. When it comes to someone that brawls, he loves it, because he loves to get into a fight. You see, he's more of a fighter. Don't get me wrong, he can box. He's a very good boxer, but I think those fights are going to be really exciting when he fights like the likes of Sean Porter, Danny Garcia, Keith Thurman. They're going to be absolutely thrillers, because those styles just gel really nicely. But yeah, we're going to have to wait and see what happens. But I think him joining Al Haymon was the right decision. Most of the top welterweights are with Al Haymon. The only guy that's not with Al Haymon and with Bob Arum is Terence Crawford, and he's just come up from light welterweight. So is he a legitimate contender at the moment? I don't think so. I think he needs to beat someone credible in the 147-pound division. And in my opinion, for him to be classed as a credible opponent, I think he needs to either beat Danny Garcia, Sean Porter, Keith Thurman, or Errol Spence to be classed as, you know, an elite welterweight. Certainly in the top four if he beats one of those guys. Even if he beats Khan, people are still going to say that, oh no, he was expected to win. But if he fights someone like a Danny Garcia, it'll be more of a, that's the public perception of it. I'm just going on the public perception. I'm not breaking down the fight and saying what's an easier or what's a harder fight. But the public perception, even if he does beat Khan, will be different. But I think Manny Pacquiao coming to Al Haymon was the right decision.
So leave your thoughts, guys. Let me know what you think about Pacquiao. And guys, remember to please like, share and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.